Hi, I am Bailey Stewart. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my personal story about my relationship with social media. This is going to be specifically about Instagram and Snapchat because those are the only two platforms I had. And I'm going to share with you what it was like, how removing it from my life for 9 months affected me positively, and where I'm at with it now. So I'm going to go all the way back to freshman year of high school. This was when I got my very first smartphone. How exciting. I really wanted one though because all of my friends had one, and all of my friends also had Instagram and Snapchat. Those were the two ways that they communicated and everyone seemed to love. So I was super pumped about it, and I hopped on there and I was, on it all the time, constantly talking to my friends because that's what freshmen in high school do. But I noticed that the more time I was spending on it, the more my relationship with, Snapchat and Instagram was changing into something more negative. And I saw an issue with that. However, I didn't notice that at first, but I just kind of, was like, whatever, it's normal. And so what the issue was I was constantly comparing myself to other people on Instagram. I was looking at how many likes they were getting on a post, who was commenting, how many followers they have. It even went down to how many likes per minute they were getting and if I was keeping up with that. So yeah, that was very toxic. And then for Snapchat, I could see everyone hanging out, and I had really good friends, but there were some like acquaintances, and so whenever I'd see like one of my really good friends hanging out with an acquaintance, I'd be like, oh, I wasn't invited, bummer. And so I just noticed that, and I didn't really come to that full realization until the summer before my sophomore year of high school. I went to this thing called beach camp. That's what my church calls it. It's when we go to Emmawood State Beach and we camp there in tents, and it's amazing, but it's really a time where I always reflect on my relationship with the Lord. I am a Christian, and that is a huge part of my life, the most important part of my life. And as I was reflecting this week on, what I was going through, what God was doing in my life, I was really going through it. I was feeling super insecure, and I was wondering where this was coming all of a sudden. I, was reflecting, and I was like, hold up. I think it's social media. I think that I am, lacking gratitude and full of greed because of my presence on Instagram and Snapchat. So I didn't really want to come to those terms because, I was so excited to get it and everybody has it. So why would I want to give that up, right? But I was like, okay, what really is more important in life? So I opened up to a couple of friends about it, and, they admitted, oh yeah, we spend way too much time on it too. I totally get where you're coming from. There's actually a study by Washington Post about the average time teens spend on their phone and on media, and that study shows that a third of our day is spent on our phone. And that also goes to hours if you want to know. It's 9 hours a day. And I know for sure that throughout my high school and or college career, I've done that multiple times, and I'm guilty of it. And that is just terrible, honestly. So anyways, my friends and I were like, yeah, we need to get this out of our life. So we decided to remove it. We didn't know how long we were going to remove it. We just decided it needs to be gone. So once I, had my friends holding each other accountable, I did notice big changes in my life. I was spending more time with my family. I was doing better in school. I was spending more time with God. When I woke up in the morning, there was even a difference there. The second I woke up, I wasn't, grabbing my phone, sending streaks, scrolling through Instagram. I was waking up having no desire to go on my phone. And so I was super thankful for that. I would wake up, and more days than not, of course not every day, but I would wake up and I would just immediately pray, and I'd be like, thank you, God, for this day. how can you use me to bring you glory? I am all yours and I'm all willing. And so I was just super thankful for that change in my life. And so my relationship with the Lord continued to build, to be stronger and stronger. And I kept reflecting on social media because people would constantly be asking me, "Why? Oh, do you have Snapchat?" And I'd be like, "No." "Oh, why don't you have Instagram?" And I'm like, it just wasn't good for me. It was just not good for my relationship with the Lord. So I did decide I got this passion inside of me to get it back, but for a different purpose. So I started a blog page about my faith, my relationship with God, and I just wanted to be more vulnerable with the media and just show more of what I was going through in my life. And so that's my presentation. I just want to encourage you guys to reflect as well, and don't be afraid to remove it. It has so many positive effects. So thank you so much, guys, and have a great day.